What is the ethnic breakdown, would you say, demographically, of the writers' room at SNL?
You know what's really
It's
funny?
like Welsh,
Yeah.
French American, German American.
Mostly black. I think a lot South Asian. No, I'm just kidding. You know what is funny though is this last year they were doing like a bunch of documentaries and stuff preparing for the 50th, and one of the director or whatever asked if he could like speak to me as like a writer, and I was like, yeah, for sure. And I thought it was gonna be a softball little interview or whatever. I think they ended up cutting it because I think my face was like, and he was like, how do you like writing for SNL? And I was like, it's great. I wrote this cool sketch. It was for Amazon Go. It had a lot to do about like black people and AI and whatever. And he goes, yeah. And as a black person, I heard it's customarily really hard to be at SNL. What are your thoughts on that? And I think my face just was like, he was like, because Chris Rock has classically said that black people at SNL, blah, blah, do you agree with Chris? And I was like, well, me and Chris were here at a different time. And I was like, how do I not like tear down?
This is on July 10th.
Yeah.
You know?
I wanted to be like, and he also is not, his money is not coming directly from the show currently. So it's crazy.
That is insane. That is for the deadline.
Yes, I was like,
hey, so why should we kill you?
Yeah. I thought they were going to be like, what are your favorite snacks here? And I was like, oh, cool. I was prepared to be like, so I love the Skinny Pop. It's crazy.
So Chris Rock had some black snacks that he enjoyed. Yeah. Are there some black snacks that you...
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
Oh, it's crazy.
I feel like they sometimes do that now with like demographics, you know?
Yeah.
Like Vanessa's really funny, right? But listen, we found a blacker, more lesbian girl.
Yeah.
And that's how we're gonna...
She's got a story.
You know, with the Japanese writer, this other guy bows lower when he bows. So we should probably...
Like, it's crazy.
It probably has a little bit to do with that, you know, right?
Yeah.
Also the money thing, right? Like,
yes,
pay
yeah.
less.
There's like a lot of different things.
Dude,
yeah. It's like,
Well,
pay
how
less.
does the writers' room work there? You guys are working, throughout the week on sketches, right?
Yes and no, kind of. I mean, so it's like... the big writing night is on Tuesday night, and like you're really allowed to write whatever. I think a lot of people always think that it's very much like they tell you what to write or whatever, but like they really don't. It's really up to like whatever you want to write. So basically on Tuesday you just come up with idea, or like Monday you start talking to people about ideas.
Yeah.
I learned that the wrong way my first year. I was going to people like Tuesday at 4 and they're like, oh no, we already decided on Sunday. What's happening? So
They don't tell you like how this works.
No, that is the craziest part of SNL. It's very like sink or swim, which I think is also what makes it a lot difficult for a lot of people, because it's very much like, yeah, here's your office and cool. I mean, I always joke because my very first day, Owen Wilson was like the host of my first show, and my boss came to our office and he was like, hey, did you want to go down and talk to Owen Wilson? And I thought he meant like for funsies.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm good. And he was like, no, to like pitch him your ideas. And I was like, oh, yeah, of course. Would love to go tell him professionally. I thought he was like, you want
I'm
a
really a
picture?
big fan, actually.
Yeah.
So, I'm good.
I literally was like, nah, I'm okay. That's
Dude,
cool.
I would have just gone down and been like, wow, a couple times and left.
Yeah.
That was a fun time.
And then,
being with-
I did have an awkward, because he asked me at one point, I was like showing him this sketch or whatever, and he goes, yeah, and how would you read this line? And I was like, this is my second day on the job. I don't know. Yeah, how would you read it? You were the one in movies.
Yeah. Then you just do an impression of him.
What if I did? That would be crazy.
Yeah.
A super offensive impression.
I love the idea that it's like a really mean line.
Yeah.
How would you read this line? Yeah, well, I'm a dumbass. Okay. Owen, I love you though.
But you're great. You're super smart.
Loki was so good.
That's cool. But yeah, Tuesdays are a basic. We like punch up throughout the rest of the week. But yeah, Tuesdays the days that we like sit down, and then you just think of an idea, and then you like go to other writers. You're like, hey, do you want to write this with me? Are you on a lot? Do you have? Because that's the thing, is everybody's writing so many different ideas, which is why it's like throughout the night.
Yeah.
Because you're like having to wait for people.